Ben says he'll be a little late, about 5 minutes. We don't have a quorum, so I guess we wait.
We need them both for a quorum.
Just need 3 for a quorum, or no? We need 4.
We need them both, or we just need one?
Mary cannot attend. She has to work today, so we don't have her.
Okay. And do we know what Barbara's? She has a problem.
Sent her a text. I haven't heard that she wasn't going to be here. See if I can call.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Just got voicemail.
Paige, you were on mute when you responded earlier about if we need 3 or 4 for the quorum.
I'll defer to Paige or Amanda.
Amanda, don't we need 4?
No, I think we just need 3 for a quorum, right?
We just need 3 for the quorum because we're not voting on any quasi.
Oh, okay, then let's roll.
Okay. Good morning, all. I will call this meeting of the Sylva Board of Commissioners to order. The first thing on our agenda is to approve our agenda. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make the motion. We approve the agenda.
Thank you, Greg. Amanda, will you call the roll?
Ben,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
David. David,
Yes, yes. Can you not hear me? There we go.
there you go.
All right, the agenda is approved. Now's the time for public comment. Amanda, do we have anyone?
No, ma'am.
Then we will just move right along to the reports. I'm happy to see the Christmas decorations going up. Hopefully that'll help us get into a more festive mood and be able to celebrate. And I wanted to remind everyone that Friday or Saturday is Shop Small Saturday. So please shop downtown and support our small businesses. And that's all I have. So I will move to the commissioners' reports. David? Nothing. Greg?
Nothing today, thanks.
Ben?
Hi there. Hey, good morning. So, yeah, just a couple things, we're seeing more and more folks here at work with COVID, and, the CDC it's told everybody just to kind of avoid the Thanksgiving big gatherings. And if you have to get together, please do the things to keep everybody else safe. We got to stop exchanging. We got to stop swapping air. And that's what's happening. We're swapping air with other people, and then there's COVID in it, and things are getting busier. Yesterday, and a friend of mine out in Arizona, there were actually 0 ICU beds in the entire state of Arizona. So this is something not to be taken lightly. Thanksgiving, is not going to be the same this year. It's a COVID year. Except that next year it's going to be better, and and so we're moving forward. So that's all I had to say on that. Other thing, Paige, could I ask that we get an update, or at least a request that the county open the stairs to the library in front of the courthouse? They've been closed since the summertime. I don't know what their plan is, if they're going to close them permanently or what, but it is the holiday season. It'd be nice to be able to use those stairs. I've had some constituents come up to me and ask what's going on, if I knew anything about it. So I wanted to pass that along. So if we could formally ask the county what their plan is with the stairs, hopefully they can open it up as well. I miss being able to go up and down the stairs. So that's it for me.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. Manager's report.
Yes, good morning. I just basically, we've been working on researching the formal bid for design build on Allen Street. The Sylva Care signs are on the sidewalk. I hope you all have noticed those. And then Christmas decorations are still going up the rest of this week. That's all I have.
Thank you, Paige. Public Works.
Good morning, everybody. We do have the exhaust brake signage up for the ordinance that you guys passed there some weeks ago. I'll be starting the Tree City USA application for this year in the coming days. We have the Christmas tree up. I'm sure you've seen it in the fountain. We'll continue with that. We've got roughly half of the snowflake lights hung, and we'll be doing downtown decorations for the rest of the week. Like Paige, the landslide RFP process and the Christmas decorations has been pretty much consuming all my time. So it's a short report this time, but looking forward to this discussion. I appreciate everybody coming to the slide with Paige and I and taking a look.
Thank you, Jake. Is there a police department report?
Chief Hatton is working on a case this morning. He said he was going to try to log on, but he hasn't yet.
Thank you. And the Main Street report, I believe Paige sent us the report from November. So if you have any
Yes,
questions.
that's called the Main and Mill Street Matters newsletter that I forwarded you all. Kelly and Julie sent it last week also.
Yes. If there are no questions on that, planning board report, assuming there is not one since the planning board has not met. They will start meeting in January, I believe. Is that right, Paige?
Yes, please put January 21st on your calendar. I'd like the commissioners to attend that meeting also. That it will be with the Withers Ravenel consultants on the ordinance update.
Okay.
Could you
Thank
say
you.
that again?
Please put January 21st at 5:30 on your calendar. That'll be a Zoom meeting
Okay,
for the planning board and town board both.
thank you.
The town board will attend the planning board meeting.
Thank you, Paige. And finally, is there a TWASA report, David?
Nothing really of relevance to the town of Sylva. Working on a catcher's policy for the new sewer plant. We did approve, we have a community development, economic development grant. We just approved the affordable housing development that's going on up on Savannah. We approved their application to have their system development fees waived and to put in water and sewer lines to reach that development. TWAS is going to do that work for free. So that was great to help move that project along.
That's excellent. Thanks, David. There are no other reports, so we will move on to new business. Paige. Sorry. The first is the TWASA board appointment.
Yes, David's second term on the TWASA board expires at the end of December. And Commissioner Nestler has expressed interest in being reappointed.
Okay. A person that's appointed to that board is eligible to serve 3 consecutive 3-year terms. So since David would like to serve again, do I hear a motion to nominate him?
I'll make the motion to nominate him for another term.
Okay. We have a motion. Amanda.
Greg,
Yes,
Ben,
Yes.
David. David.
Yes. 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 Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for serving, David.
most definitely.
I
Thank
think
you
a
so
lot
much.
of things have gotten done in these past, terms that you've had, and we've seen some good changes. So thank you for everything. All right, we'll move on to our second item of new business. That's the Allen Street slope failure discussion. Paige or Jake, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I can do that. So now that all of you have been on site up there and seen kind of what we're up against and discussed possible solutions, I think everybody pretty much agrees the next step is for you guys to allocate the money for another geological exploration on the new slide. We're going to have that coupled with a topographical survey of the new slide to solicit any kind of formal bids. So that's the logical next step there. So that's just kind of that's where we left it with everybody at the end of the site visits. And that's my opening commentary anyway.
Thank you, Jake. Can I hear from the board what you felt when you went out there, what you think? I do think that we need to do what Jake has suggested and allocate money for another study, because we don't want to spend a huge amount of money, and I mean a huge amount, without making sure we've covered everything. So I'll open David.
Yeah, I mean, since we've gotten the first geotechnical survey, that slide is spread to a different area. So it seems like the logical step now is to expand our survey to encompass that, because obviously any sort of repairs or solutions are going to need to involve that area. So would the plan be to go back to Kessel Engineering and have them essentially do the same survey on that second area? Just straight back to
Their
this.
involvement. Yeah, due to their involvement up thus far in the process, I would go back with them. Yeah.
And so we would just need to approve the money for that to come from fund balance, or where are we planning on getting that from?
I'll let Paige, we've appropriated some of that from House bill funds thus far, and we're able to do that. There's still some money there. Fund balance is another option. I'd like to hear Paige's opinions on that.
Yes, I think we need to get a quote for it and let the board appropriate at the next meeting, December the 10th.
What was the cost of the first survey?
28,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We expect this next one to be that much, or can they just piggyback off of the one that they've already taken?
I would expect it to be at least that much. They'll need to be, due to the size, they'll need to do more borings, I'm sure. The topo survey will be more expensive because it's a larger area. We do have less vegetation now, so maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. And it just takes time to get, it's like any other good survey, a geological survey, the more time you can spread it across, the more accurate your data is going to be. So within reason, we need a month, or we need until the new year to get accurate results to go forward with an RFP.
Yeah, I seem to remember on that last report, they like leaving those borings in place and monitoring the water level in them for like 6 weeks or so. So
Right.
yeah, it's a long process, but yeah, I think we have to get that geotechnical survey on that second piece.
Well, and I think it's going to be pretty hard to get formal bids without that information, because contractors won't want to involve themselves with a project without that information.
Yeah, I mean, we faced a similar issue with Tuasa on the Savannah corridor, where it wasn't feasible to get a geotechnical survey of a certain area for a boring. And because of that, all of the bids came in extremely high because the companies didn't know what they'd be getting into. So as much as it hurts to pay for another engineering report, it will bring the price of bids down, because knowledge is what keeps things cheap when they know what they're getting into. So.
Any other comments, Ben?
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on what David was saying too. I mean, the last thing we want is, once we start digging, is to be like an old house and you start getting into something and you're finding new things you're going to have to deal with, and the price is going to balloon. It's going to be, no matter what solution we come up with, is going to be crazy. And, we need to make sure that everybody knows what we're getting into ahead of time. And it's really going to influence our decision about what the final look is going to be. But, yeah, I think we definitely need to go ahead and get the second engineering report going.
Greg, any comments?
No, I agree with all that. We need the information, so let's get it.
Okay. Do I hear, it sounds like, Eric, did you want to say something? Okay. It sounds like there's a consensus that that's what we need to do. Do we need a motion to do that? Or since we have the consensus, is that enough to go ahead and let y'all get started on that? All right. So
Just thanks, guys, for being so diligent about this. it's a huge, super huge problem, and I don't even know if we have until the end of the year, from what I saw the other day.
I'm afraid if we get major rain again, there's going to be a third area or a fourth area. Luckily, it doesn't sound like we're getting much rain until maybe next week or something. So hopefully we'll get things done before it all falls off into Chipper Curve Road. Okay, that's the end of our new business. And before we adjourn, I just want to say something to everyone. I want to say that Sylva cares. We care for our residents. We care for our visitors. We care for you. We ask that you care for us. Please practice the state's safety standards and get behind the mask. Thanks, and have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. And is there anything anyone else would say about that?
Yeah, I would say on behalf of everybody here in the emergency room, give us a break too. Don't get us so overwhelmed that we can't take care of really sick people, that we get so many sick people here with COVID that people are getting pushed out the door. So think about your family and think about us, the healthcare frontline workers that are doing our best to take care of everybody.
And thank you, Ben, for all that you and all of the other healthcare workers do. I know it's hard, especially in some of the states that are just completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us.
If there's no other business, I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll motion that we adjourn.
Okay. There's a motion. Amanda?
Greg? Unmute yourself, Greg.
Sorry, yes.
Ben?
Yes.
David?
Okay, our meeting is adjourned. We'll see y'all next month.